Man, y'all better stop playing with me. Y'all young boys better stop playing. My name is Old Dirty. Old Dirty, I like it raw. It ain't old and dirty. Old Dirty, that's it. Stop playing with my name. What up, what up, what up? We are back. Who am I? Jersey Street Corner, and this is the Prison Talk Show. So let's get into it. Alright, people, today, this story I got for y'all, this story I saved, this story is, I guess you could say, a little funny, and, well, let's just get to it. Alright, so, you know, most people on the streets, they get a nickname. Whether it be a nickname from your family passed down, or your homies in the streets, etc. Now, you come to the prison system with that nickname, it could either help or hurt you. Now, if your homies done named you some big monster killer, you know, OG, blah, 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 and you really ain't like that, but you decide to still try and push that moniker, nah, that's not going to work out for you if you really ain't like that. Now, some people have nicknames, you know, that's supposed to be funny or insinuating something about them that they don't mind the nickname, so they run with it. Now, the worst thing is when people start to make fun of your nickname and turn it into something totally different that you're not cool with. You didn't approve it, but it takes off like wildfire, and everybody, your homies, your people that's not your homies, everybody in the prison or on the streets just takes off with it and starts calling you by that name. And that's what you are now known as forever. It's almost like when an actor plays a role when they're a child and years later try and get into more serious acting roles and the fans just ain't having it. They just looking at you like, you gonna be Webster forever, bro. I'm sorry. So, as usual, we always getting in new inmates and we always checking that paperwork. So, one time we got an inmate in the pod. This dude was going on 60 years old. He was about 57, 58, I think. And I didn't know his names at first, so I just called him Pops. Old head. When he introduced himself to everybody in the pod, he came in a little something like this. Hey now, listen up. I'm just here to let y'all know I'm an OG up in here. I ain't fitting to put up with no bull-ish. I ain't playing no games. You know what I mean? I'm here to do my time and go home. Now y'all can call me Old Dirty. And they like, what? You heard me. Y'all can call me Old Dirty. Like the rapper. Y'all call me Old Dirty. That's all y'all need to know. And everything will be straight. We'll be cool. So immediately, all the older heads, when I say older heads, I mean, you know, people in their 30s and 40s. They like, all right, you know, whatever. You want to be called Old Dirty? That's what it is. Dirty for short. But the young heads, oh, the YNs, oh, nah, they wild. They not having it. Immediately, the giggles and the laughing starting and the jokes amongst each other and the pointing, and all you hear is they busting back there. Yeah, he looked older. He looked old and dirty, and then that's all it took, y'all, for one person to say that, and it stuck. Everybody in the pod and the prison, because that name got out everywhere, started referring to him as Old and Dirty. Not Old Dirty, Old and Dirty. So, the first time somebody walk up to Dirty and say that, he got mad as hell. They said, hey, say what up, Old Dirty? What you call me? Old and Dirty. Hey, man, stop playing. Stop playing with my name, man. That's not my name. My name is Old Dirty. Call me Dirty if you can't get that right, man. I'm a grown-ass man up in here. I ain't playing no games with y'all. and the YN just cracking up. They, going about their business. Now, mind you, it was always 3 or 4 of them together. They, just like on the streets, they mobbing. As they should. They in prison, they got to watch each other's backs. So they just jailing off of Dirty right now. They saying it because they know it's going to piss him off. And the more he get pissed off, the funnier the joke gets to them. And every few minutes, somebody walk by. Old and Dirty in the building. Yo, Dirty, what up, Dirty? Yo, dirty ass. And he like, man, y'all gonna stop. Y'all gonna stop playing with me. Stop calling me out my name. I ain't playing with y'all young boys. Y'all gonna find out. Y'all don't know what I'm about. Y'all don't know nothing about Dirty. Now, ain't nobody even get to check Dirty paperwork yet. So the OG said, you know what, let's diffuse this right now. Let's make sure this dude should be even in this pod with us in the first place. And they go up to him and say, hey, old man, let us check your paperwork. We're going to set things straight and let these YNs know, you ain't to be played with. So let us see your paperwork, and we're going to put the word out that you official, and it'll be that. And he like, shoot, you ain't said nothing. Come on. And he took him over to his cell. He went through his stuff, pulled it out. Old head reading it. He's like, oh, dang. Strong arm. Dang. You had a pistol too. And you whipped him with it. Old Dirty was in there for assault, battery, robbery. Yeah. Receiving stolen goods that he stole. Allegedly. I guess I should add. But Old Dirty was on timing. So Old Dirty, he wasn't going to play too many more games with the YNs. And it's something else about Old Dirty that obviously wasn't in this paperwork that nobody would have or could have known. But one YN found out. So stick with me, y'all. Stick with me. Now, Dirty was already pissed off with these YNs messing his name up. So he went right back to his cell, and I guess you could say he started setting up traps, if you want to call it that. And I'm not going to tell you the traps that he set just yet. Hold on. Now, here go about his business. Excuse me. Go back out to the day room. And you know how youngsters are. These YNs, they not letting up. It's funny. It's something to pass some time. They gonna get hours and hours of laughter and enjoyment out of his agony. Out of him being so upset. They living rent-free in his head. At least that's what they think. So, one of the YNs, his name was Cali. Dude from California, they call him Cali. And he'd go up to Old Dirty, and he'd be like, Old and Dirty. And Dirty didn't turn around. So then, Cali got louder. Old and Dirty, I'm talking to you. You don't hear me? That's when Dirty turned around and said, listen, young little boy. Yeah, that's right, I called you a boy. You're going to find out that's not my name. I'm going to tell you one last time. My name is Old Dirty. Don't call me Old and Dirty again. Ain't nothing old, ain't nothing dirty about me. My name is Old Dirty. You got that, YN? And Cali laughing in his face, like hysterical, cracking up. He said, I got you, man. I got you. I got you. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, y'all gonna keep playing with me. So Cali spin off, go back over there to his homies, and they talking amongst each other, and they decided they was gonna play a trick on Dirty. They was going to offer him some little commissary as a gesture of, accept our apology for messing up your name. We was just messing with you, OG, like no hard feelings type ish, right? So Callie said, "Hey man, I'll bring it up there. I'll bring it up there." Now, what they decided to bring him was disrespectful, y'all. Yeah, it was disrespectful. Although it was commissary, but to bring somebody toothpaste, soap, lotion, all of that kind of stuff, insinuating that they dirty and they need those cosmetics, that's diabolical. That takes the joke way to another level of disrespect. And Callie is walking up to this man's cell right now with all of this stuff. So he gets up there to the cell and he like, "Hey yo, dirty. Hey, dirty." And he like, who that? Who that? What you want now? What you want? Stop playing with me now. Stop playing with me. And he come over to the door. "Hey, listen, man, I ain't for all them games, all right? I'm in my cell. When I'm downstairs, I'm downstairs. Y'all bust jokes, I get it. Don't come to my cell interrupting my peace. I'm reading my book right now. What you want, man? What you want?" And Callie, he like, nah, look, man. I just want to give you this little peace offering to let you know, it's all good. We just want to say we sorry for messing up your name. So take this peace offering as a sign of our respect, sir. And he gave him the bag. Now, Dirty opened the bag and he started going through it. And he pulling out the lotion. And he see the toothpaste. And he see the bar of soap. And he like, "Oh yeah, that's funny. That's real funny. I see y'all like playing games. Y'all like jokes. I see. Hey, what time is next count? Next count, young boy." He said, next count in 1 hour. He said, "Look here. Come back after next count. I'm gonna have something special for you. You can share it with your boys if you want to, or you can keep it for yourself, but I'm going to have something special for you since you went out of your way to give me this care package." And Callie like, "Alright, I guess. Alright, man. Alright. What is it?" "Oh, just come back. I got to make a few moves and secure a few things, and I got you. I'm making a little move, and I'm going to hook you up. Because I want you young boys to be happy up in here. And that way you ain't got to be bothering me all the time if y'all happy. So just keep your mouth closed and just come back after next count. I got you, just between me and you." So Callie like, "Alright, shit, say no more." And he walk off. He happy as hell. Now he thinking, y'all already know what he thinking. He thinking old Dirty making a move to get some contraband in the prison. Maybe through a CO or maybe from another pod, whatever it is. He thinking Dirty about to hit him off with some trees or something like that. Or maybe some Xanax or some shit. I don't know. Now, these YNs be wildin'. They'll pop them Addies, them Xannies, them Irks, all that. Who wants to pop any of that in prison? A YN? Anyway, now, he'll go back over to tell his boys what happened. Yeah, he took the gift, and he was just nice. He told me come back after next count, and he gonna have something for me. He busted the move, and he gonna have something for me. He said I could share with y'all. So it's probably some bud, yo. It's probably some bud. That old and dirty dude gonna hook us up. And one of the other YNs was like laughing. He was like, "He's still old and dirty. He gonna use that soap. Watch, he gonna use that soap. I bet you, his old dirty ass." Now they're like, "Alright, whatever." They all cracking up. Now here we go. Time for next count. Old Dirty making sure all of his traps are in order exactly the way he need them to be, so he can activate them at the correct time. He got everything ready. He got 3 spots. That's all he needs, y'all. three most important spots that, well, let's get to it. Now, Callie will come on back up there to the cell. And Dirty invite him in. Dirty already told his roommate he gonna need the cell for about probably till lockdown, till last lockdown. So he gonna have the cell to himself for at least the next 2.5 hours, at least. Excuse me. Cellmate is gone. He out there in the day room playing cards, doing what he do. Callie come on in the cell. Now, everything is going cool. And they just chilling, they talking. And Callie like, hey, so what's up, Mr. Dirty? You still got something for us? Did you have time to get it? And Dirty like, oh yeah, for sure. Hey, chill with me for a minute, man. Chill with me for a minute. I just want to talk to you for a minute, YN. And he called him that because he don't know his name at the time. He's like, so what's your name, young gun? He was like, my name Callie. You want a cigarette, Callie? He like, they Newports? And he like, yeah, of course, man, of course. But I smoked the OGs. I only smoked them hundreds. And he like, all right, shit, give me here, shit. More the better. And they both light on up. They in the cell smoking them Newports. And he's saying, so why y'all decide to mess with me, man? If I just want to ask you the truth, why would you mess with me? You don't even know what I'm in here for. So the old heads know what I'm in here for, but y'all don't know what I'm in here for. So I'm going to ask you, what you in here for, young nigga? And he said, I'm in here for a 3rd-degree burglary, man. I followed my friend into, stealing stuff from this house. And we got caught. Somebody snitched on us. And, I got 5 years for that. 5 years. 5 years. You know how much time I got? I got 25 years for my crime. And y'all messing with me? Y'all messing with an OG? Listen here, young gun. I'm in here for assault, armed robbery. Yeah, receiving stolen property. You know what that means. Listen, I don't play no games. I'm an OG. This ain't my first time around the block. I done been down, came up, been down again, and came on up. And now I'm down again in this state prison, this penitentiary. And the rules done changed. They got me around all types of YNs. You see, listen here, youngster. It wasn't no YNs back in the day. Either you was with it or you wasn't. So your age don't separate you from the gangsters. I don't want you to let that fly over your head, YN. What I'm saying is, you can't go through their prison system. You can't go through the prison and act like you run things. Y'all YNs gonna learn the lesson. And one day, somebody just like me is probably gonna have to teach it to you. And now Callie getting a little uncomfortable and a little bold at the same time. He like, hey, yo, no disrespect, OG, but you told me to come up here because you had something for me, right? Like what's good? Like, I kind of gotta get back. Like, I got a few things to do. We gotta make a hookup. Homie's waiting for me. And Dirty like, oh yeah, my bad. I just want to talk to you for a minute, young guy. I just wanted to see where you was coming from with it. Well, listen, right over there in my locker. I don't want nobody to see it, so I got the locker. But I'm giving you permission. Go ahead in my locker. And it's right on top. I left it on top, wrapped up in a napkin for you. I got you a 1/4 ounce. And Callie, his eyes got big. You for real? A whole 1/4? No, stop playing, old man. Stop playing for free. He like, I don't play no games, man. I'm an OG. Go on and get it, man. Go on and get it. I'm going to look out. I'm going to watch by the door and look out. So he go ahead and walk on over, by the bed. And he act like he walk into the door. And as soon as Callie turned his back and went to that locker, as soon as he lifted that locker up, Dirty then put his hand under his pillow on his bed, grabbed the sock and the lock, boom! Knocked Callie out cold. That was the second trap. The third trap, he went over to that door, boom! He already had the white sheet rigged up, whoosh. Put that sheet up, and he started destroying Callie. Destroying him. Y'all know what I mean, destroying him. He started manhandling him, having his way with Callie. Oh yeah, that's what they ain't tell y'all. The paperwork don't know nothing about that because the guy that he assaulted and robbed, he was so scared and ashamed, he didn't even tell the police about that sexual assault that Old Dirty did on him. Hence the name Old Dirty, he like it raw. And that's just what happened in the prison system. That's what happened, how the prison system failed that YN. Now when they say a lesson you won't forget, well, I guess you could say Callie, he definitely learned a lesson that he will never ever forget. And unfortunately for him, Old Dirty ain't pop him that hard in the head with that lock. It knocked him out for a few minutes, but oh yeah, Callie woke up while Dirty was mid-stroke. Yeah, Callie woke up with that thing in him, and he ain't know what to do. He couldn't get away. He couldn't move. Dirty got him pinned down with the blicky to his neck. And he told him, you better not say a word. You better not tell nobody. You better not tell nobody I did this to you. And you better come back tomorrow, or else I'm going to tell your boys I did it to you. You understand me? And he holding Callie's mouth like, Mind you, Dirty still ain't stopped pumping yet. Yeah. Excuse me if this is too graphic for y'all, but Dirty ain't stopped pumping yet. He going in. Pause. Destroying Callie. That YN learned a lesson he will never forget. So, that's going to be the end of that story, y'all. Because I don't want YouTube to kick me off this platform for getting too graphic. But sometimes I think some of y'all YNs really need to hear these stories, man. Y'all need to understand prison is a real place. And they ain't gonna play no games with you. They ain't gonna want to hear no talking. And it's old men like that that would take advantage of an 18 and 19-year-old boy in prison in a heartbeat. Yeah. Don't be a victim. Alright, y'all. This is the Prison Talk Show. I am JS Corner, and I'm out.